Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Practical Beginner Podcast, where we make the first step in your journey the easiest. My name is William Berger, and today I have with me the current small forward for St. Louis University and potential 2023 NBA lottery pick, Mr. Javonte Perkins. How you doing, Tay?
Good, how you doing, man?
Good, man. So for our listeners, why don't you just give a little bit of a background about yourself? You know, what have you done and what do you plan to do in the future?
Played basketball my whole life, basically. I grew up in St. Louis. Ended up, doing my thing in high school playing basketball, but then I had to go to junior college, and made my mark there. And now I'm here at St. Louis University trying to leave another mark.
Trying to leave another mark. There you go. And that's all we really can do, right? Is just leave a mark everywhere we go. And I think that, picking up where you talked about, in high school, you made your mark, did your thing. Out of high school, correct me if I'm wrong, you weren't a highly touted prospect initially coming right out of high school, were you?
Yeah, no, of course
No.
No.
Well, talk about that. Talk about that process of getting recruited by SWIC, right? Southwestern Illinois College. For those of you who don't know, I mean, this isn't about me, but me and Javonte were teammates. And so I know Javonte, he's a cool dude, but why don't you go, for our listeners, talk about your journey in high school and not being a highly touted prospect and kind of where that took you.
Yeah, so, not being it, but, being around other people that are, going to that level. It's like, for me, at least, I don't feel that type of way because I'm like, okay, well, if it's going to happen, it's going to happen eventually, If it's for you, it's going to find you eventually. So I just, stayed true and just followed my own course, and it just led me to where I'm at now.
Period. Okay. So you go from high school, you go to junior college. What was that adjustment like going from high school to junior college for you? Like, obviously, I mean, you kind of came out the gate really kind of kicking some tail, but I mean, were there any initial adjustments like similar from high school to junior college that there were from junior college to now Division I at SLU? Like, did you have to make certain adjustments from level to level, or was it a pretty smooth thing up throughout?
High school to junior college, players get better, they're faster, more athletic, stronger, but it's not really like a adjustment like it is from JUCO to Division I. So, if you know how to play and you got all the concepts down, you'll be all right in JUCO for the most part.
I got you. So the transition from JUCO to Division I, was it more of a mental challenge or more of a physical one?
Mental, physical, everything. It's just a challenging thing. Yeah, you come from JUCO, you playing maybe twice a week or something like that. You go Division I, you might have 3 games 1 week. You got study hall on the road, study hall at the practice. It's just 6 a.m. lift, and it's man, it's just different. Everything different.
That's a grind, man. Yeah, it's crazy. It's seeing you the first open gym at SWIC. I just remember just kind of skinny, kind of quiet kid, didn't really say nothing to nobody. Now, I'm driving down Interstate 64 and I see you on a billboard. I'm like,
yeah,
he's he's here. You know what I'm saying? Like on a St. Louis level at the very least, and now at the national level, it's like, man, you're there. So congrats on that, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. So your first couple years at SLU, it was awesome. But then unfortunately you came across a knee injury. Am I right?
Yep.
Okay, so why don't you talk to me about, kind of your knee injury and the healing process and kind of coming into the season, how has your mindset changed?
Oh, well, yeah. So I don't really remember what I did, to injure, but I know I did a move and I landed and my knee just felt like it just went all over. I said, oh, no. So I just got up and just went up the court. I was trying to stay in a positive mindset, but I knew that season's probably done,
Mm-hmm.
But nothing you really could do. After you find out what happens and all that, just plan for surgery. After surgery, just start rehab. So, you can get back to where you were. If you dwell in the past, that could make your rehab even longer. So just try to stay positive every day and come in with a new mind and work harder.
Period. Yeah. So, I mean, you talk, I hear these common things with your mindset. I hear things like, if it's meant for you, it'll come for you, and just stay positive every day. Is that something that you kind of adopted on your own? Is that something you found these are very, I don't know, they're pretty basic ideas, but very hard to kind of practice. So where did you learn this mindset?
think it was just, just me. I was never one of the guys that was highly ranked on my team. I've always been one of the best scorers, but I never, really got that recognition from everybody. So I was just like, okay. But we all end up at the same spot in the end. So it's like, okay, so if it's for you, it's for you. Like that's just how I feel about life. Like if you want that, it'll come to you eventually. Now I ain't gonna say when or how fast, but it'll eventually find you.
I love that. I love that. So were you like that as a kid where you were always just kind of, a step ahead athletically with everything, or was there a learning curve where you kind of came into your own at a certain age and then it all kind of took off from there?
Like when I was younger, I just used to shoot a lot. I don't know if I think I could score, but it wasn't really my thing. I just wanted to shoot the ball. But as the older you get, like coaches start telling you like, yeah, you need to shoot the ball more. So I was like, oh, okay, well maybe this is what I do. I don't know. But then like when I got to high school and all that, that's when I was like, okay, yeah, this is what I do. I don't really want to do everything else on the court like that, but I could do this.
Yeah, it's the best part, isn't it? I mean, if we're being real, man, like scoring buckets, and like especially watching you, the way you do it. I mean, the things that I've really seen since you've been at SLU. I mean, I'm obviously physically I couldn't keep up on the junior college level, but mentally, I know when someone has it, and I can see these past 2 years you really coming into your own. I mean, I could see your bag's clearly gotten deeper. I see your shoulders are wider. I mean, your voice is even deeper, bro. Like, I mean, you've really you're coming into your own, and it's so cool to see. And so I mean, with that said, I mean, being injured like that, you obviously you see the game from a different point of view, right? Because like, at what point in the year did you get injured? Like, how many? Like, was it halfway through the season or at the beginning?
Yeah, beginning. I didn't even play a game. I got hurt the first exhibition.
That's right. Okay. So you got to see really a whole season from the sidelines. So like, tell me that impact on your game and you as an individual. How has that like manifested itself?
So watching it is different than actually being in it. So if I'm actually in the game, I might not see certain things, but now that I'm on the sideline, like, I can see something and I can go tell one of the players like, oh, that's open, or you missed this or something like that. But if I'm in the game, I might not see it just like you didn't see it. So I might not say anything about it, but being on the side just shows you more,
I know, Tay.
Oh yeah.
I know about being on the bench, buddy. I know, man. Yeah. Trust me, I get it. but no, man, that's cool to see. That's cool to see. And I think that I think that year of being off for you, I mean, I know you as a human being and just kind of talking like we have about your mindset. I think that taking not a year off per se, obviously you're rehabbing, you're working your tail off, but being able to see the game from a different point of view and having that put on you like that, I think that knowing you will make that an advantage rather than a disadvantage.
Of course.
So that's exciting. So anyway, I saw recently you guys picked up Javonte Pickett, right? He was for those of you that don't know, he went to Belleville East High School. He's kind of a hometown kid. So him coming back here to SLU for his last year of eligibility is huge. So why don't you talk to me about that acquisition and how do you feel about that going forward?
That's my guy. We go way back, elementary school. So when they said he was thinking about coming here, and I'm like, okay, I'll talk to him. I see him. We had like a visit or whatever. I said my little twos and twos, talking to him. He committed like some days later. So I mean, hey, I guess I'm a recruiter now too, other than the basketball player.
Well, there you go. Exactly. I mean, like, oh my God, I can't even imagine. Like, what's the selling point? Like you have Javon coming in from Mizzou. I mean, Mizzou athletically, I think they're more of a kind of a well-rounded program. I think SLU pound for pound is probably better basketball wise, but I mean they've got football, baseball, like they're SEC. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
What was your selling points with SLU? Obviously, like other than playing with you, like what did you tell him?
I mean, his main thing was he just wanted to win. So I'm like, we got a team around here right now. We could win. So I mean, if you want to win, you can help us get there. So I mean, that was really the main thing. We just wanted to win. So I'm like, I think we can win something here.
Right. Yeah. And that's, I don't know. I think that most, especially as players get older, I mean, everybody kind of wants to go to like a big name school or whatever. But whenever you really take a look, like a step back, and you see where you're going to win and where you're not going to win, the more time goes on, the more you really want to win because you realize that that's the most important thing. So
exactly.
That's awesome that you found that as like a selling point. I can see how that would make sense. So now you say you grew up in St. Louis. I mean, you grew up now. Correct me if I'm wrong. You grew up playing at Wolves, right? Wolves Recreation Center in yeah. So we're both Wolves kids. We're both Wolves kids because
for sure.
Did you work out with Mike Nettles or Coach Shug?
I was with Nettles sometimes. I did Shug a few times, but I was mostly with Nettles.
Yeah. Because you went to Career Academy too, Career Academy High School, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I got you. So that's a hell of a program, dude. Like Career Academy, man, they turn out some athletes. I remember just getting burned in AAU off the dribble dudes. Some of those dudes are coming out there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
But so that's tough. So you're from St. Louis, and so now you're at St. Louis University, all those things. How has playing for your hometown and representing, what has that done for you individually and as a player?
Nothing beats playing at home, So, you always gonna have the fans behind you and everything, but more important, my family can come to the game. My mom can come, my sister, my niece, my girl, everybody could just come to my games, So I think the support was just like, why not go home?
Right. So like, was SLU your number one as soon as you heard from them coming out of junior college? Were they your number one coming out, or was there other schools that were making themselves available that like, you were kind of thinking about, but SLU at the end of the day was it for you?
Nah, I mean, I knew I wanted to go to SLU. So, I mean, once they offered me, I was like, yeah, let's do it. I ain't got to waste no time.
Good for you. That's awesome. Yeah, because like whenever you came out, how many years did you have with Jordan Goodwin? You had how many years with him?
2.
You had 2. So what was that like playing with him?
I got 2. It's just fun playing against people playing with people that you actually know. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wants to win at the end of the day too. So I mean, it's not bad at all. I know what he's gonna bring. He know what I'm gonna bring. So we on the same page.
Yeah, he's tough, man. I remember playing him in middle school. He was at Whiteside Elementary. I'll never forget it. He was in 7th grade, and the dude was dunking. I remember that like it was yesterday. It was so stupid.
I even think like, yeah, I know he's way older than us. I know he has to be older than us.
Dude, it was ridiculous. It was like I remember he went baseline and did a Euro step. And that was back when like kids couldn't do a jump stop, but like this dude was doing full on Euros and dropping like 20 and a half. I mean, it was, oh God, it was embarrassing. But yeah, it was really cool to see him even progress, because you saw him from his freshman year to his senior year, because now he's in the D League, right? Or the G League now.
Yeah.
Do you keep in touch with him?
Yeah, he's doing good. Though.
Yeah, he's balling. I see him on Twitter. I see stuff about him all the time.
Yeah.
Tough. So playing with Yuri Collins, I mean, Yuri Collins is now your guys' point guard or whatever, and he's been your point guard for some time now. But what has that been like playing with him, and how has he impacted the game for you? Has he made things easier?
Let me say easier. I don't know about easier, but he's gonna find you. Like no matter where you at, he's gonna get you a ball. So I mean, it's like, he know what he's doing out there. He's like, he's a master out there. He got it down to the T. He know exactly what he's doing and what he's looking for. So if you a scorer, that's like a perfect person you want to play with. So I mean, I guess it is easy, because now I don't got to bring the ball up, do all that. He'll take care of all that. All he do is pass it to me. I just got one job.
That's it, man. That's tough. So like, looking ahead now, obviously, I mean, we discussed that how you're your future NBA lottery pick. You just your big shot from St. Louis or whatever. But now, looking ahead to NBA talent, like where do you see yourself fitting in at the NBA level? I mean, as obviously you're a wing slasher, you score, you can do a lot of things, but what player individually do you see like, damn, I could see doing that right there. I could see myself doing that.
Like a Chris Middleton or something like that. I think that's like the person I look at the most. He don't go too fast, not too slow, just plays it on pace. He can shoot it. Drive, he can do everything on the court, So I think that's more of my seat.
Yeah, no, I could totally see that. That's a really, 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 really good example, Chris Middleton. Man, another one that kind of comes to my mind. I mean, here's something that people I think don't know about you. Is first of all, number one, you got feet that are literally this big. Your feet are literally. So when you see somebody that's you're like 6'6", 6'7"?
6'5", 6'6", something like that.
Man, you play like you're 6'10", bro. Get out of here. You're not no 6'5". I don't want to hear all that.
I'm 6'5" with shoes on. So.
6'5" with shoes?
With shoes.
Damn, so you're probably like 6'4" without?
Yeah, 6'4", yeah, like 6'1.5". I think the last time I got measured.
Man, okay. So, gosh, so and that's getting back to your shoe size, it sounds like an obscure reference or whatever, but what people don't understand is like your first step looks like ridiculous on TV. Like it looks stupid, but people don't know that your shoes being so small and you being so tall and so long, bro. Trust me, I've played with skis on. All right, I know what it's like to have big feet and not like I wear 14. What size shoe do you wear?
Oh, I play in a 10.5.
10 and a half. That's what I'm saying. Like 10 and a half, and you're 6'5", whatever you want to call it. That's stupid. Like that is stupid. That's not fair. Like that's not right.
Hey, I mean, I ain't choose it, man. I probably would have chose a bigger shoe if I could. I don't know, but hey, I get a lot of people question me on like, what size you wear? Like we're in the game, somebody might ask me what size shoe I wear. Like, not the time, man. Not the time.
You said not the time. Oh my gosh, man. So real quick, so I mean, we're kind of at the tail end of our show here. I think we've got some good points that we can put out. I guess right now we'll close with what and who inspires you?
Oh, my mom. My mom, that's my rock, So it's like I wouldn't say I do everything for her, but everything I'm doing right now is because of her, Like I wouldn't be playing basketball right now if she never signed me up to play basketball. Like take me to practices, all the games, AAU trips. Like I wouldn't be anywhere without her. So it's like, she's superwoman to me.
Period. Yeah. And I think that a lot of our moms, I think we all kind of unanimously kind of look at them that way. But I can see the impact that your mom's had on you. Just seeing her at games and stuff and like kind of talking with her briefly, like you could just tell you guys have the same heart and the same spirit. And she must be so proud, man. She's got to be so proud of you.
That's the goal. Keep making her prouder.
There you go. So anyway, thanks a lot, Javonte, for coming on, man. I had a great time. And, while I reflect on a lot of those times we had at SWIC, it's been almost even better, kind of seeing you rise in the ranks of college basketball and now to the pros. So I guess as a friend and former teammate, I just want to say thanks again and best of luck this season, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me, my guy.
Always. See you, buddy.
See ya.